Hello and thanks for joining us. I am Vin Martin Obiora Ilo, and I'm really glad to welcome you to this inaugural edition of The Signature Show. When I look back at my broadcasting career and the support and encouragement you've given me, I am just grateful. I remember the days at Radio Nigeria, my days at Ray Power 100.5 FM, AIT, and of course, Signature Show and the Signature TV. I also remember the various programs that I handled at Radio Nigeria, AIT, Ray Power, and the followership and the love that you showed me all these years. I am full of gratitude. And I remember the show that we ended in December 2017, the O&M show that I co-anchored with my friend and colleague, Mahmoud Akua, for 3 glorious years, and the support and the encouragement you gave both of us. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Well, today we are turning a new page, we are starting a new chapter as I present to you the very first edition of my new TV show, The Signature Show. This is a program that will feature news, feature reports, and feature our flagship interviews, but more importantly, it's going to feature your events, wherever you have them, anywhere in the world. Today, our inaugural guest on The Signature Show is the Governor of Abia State, His Excellency, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. In a moment, Dr. Ikpeazu will be sharing with us his experiences in the last 2 years plus that he has been the Governor of Abia State. Also on the program today, we'll bring you the Thanksgiving service and donation of empowerment tools and commissioning of projects by Honorable Dennis Abu, the member representing Udenu Iweze North Federal Constituency in Enugu State. He had a Thanksgiving on the 23rd of December 2017 to mark his 2 years in office. It was a very exciting occasion. We'll bring you details of that occasion. But we'll take a break. When we return, we'll be serving you that interview with the Governor of Abia State. Don't go away. Glad to know you're still with us, and this is the Signature Show. Before we serve you our interview with Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu of Abia State, let's look at this special report by our correspondent.
Created in 1991 by President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida-led military regime, Abia State has an estimated population of over 2.8 million people. The state derived its name from the initials of the 4 most densely populated towns of Aba, Bende, Isikwato, and Afikpo, with its capital in Umuahia. Unlike some states in the Federation, Abia has the potential of becoming self-sufficient in several sectors of the nation's economy. The state is part of the oil-producing states in the country. This is in addition to good climatic conditions and fertile land for agriculture, as the topography of the state is favorable for rice, cassava, palm trees, cashew, and vegetable production. The young state has also demonstrated strength in the area of commerce and industry. Little wonder why Aba has been christened Japan of Africa. Abia State is also blessed with some tourist sites and historical monuments that, if properly harnessed and developed, have the potential to attract tourists from across the world and increase the internally generated revenue earning of the state. Some of these include the National War Museum, Umuahia, Arochukwu Caves and the Long Juju Shrine, Azumini Blue River, Akwete Weaving Center, Museum of Colonial History Aba, Ojukwu Banka, Mpono Emerem Museum of Arts, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, among others. The state has 17 local government areas and had been governed by 9 administrators, 5 military administrators, and 4 democratically elected governors since its creation. In May 29, 2015, the incumbent governor, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, took over the mantle of leadership from Senator Theodore Orji. Dr. Ikpeazu immediately set the ball rolling by announcing his 5-point agenda, which will move the state higher and redirect it on the path of progress and prosperity. The sectors that are enjoying priority attention are agriculture, education, oil and gas, commerce and industry, and environment. The governor reiterated this commitment in a state broadcast on the occasion of the 25th anniversary of the creation of Abia State, where he said that his administration had prioritized agriculture, which is one of the 5 pillars the state hinged its developmental plans. Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu is a guest on Signature Show to speak more on the successes and challenges of his administration.
Now it's time to serve you that interview with Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. And I started by asking the governor what his experience has been in the last 2 years.
Thank you very much. We'll be here for about 30 months. And I would say that what we met was in a larger extent what we expected. Because when we took over in 2015, we knew that this country was undergoing very serious recession. So what it meant was that finances were going to be scarce. And we also knew that we also having serious security issues here and there, not only in Abia State, across Nigeria. So tension was palpable. And leading a state under that circumstance presented problems of financing and then problems of social mobilization. Because our strategy is to ensure that we engage the people properly. That is why today no governor speaks to people as many times as we do. We often subject ourselves to phone programs, to radio, TV, as well as town hall meetings, meeting with students, meeting with pensioners, meeting with workers, meeting with politicians across the board. The idea is to see if we can mobilize the people to see what we see and probably get their buy-in into our strategy. So having this background, we decided to run a research-based government. A government that would do thorough and deep analysis of issues, looking at the peculiarities of our state, Abia, because what works here may not work in Abia. What works in Port Harcourt may not necessarily work here. And that led us to formulate our pillars of development, and also we came up with the enablers, things we think can drive those pillars. At the apex of it all, we were looking at how to create better life for our people, make our people happier, and provide for them a platform on which they can develop and grow. We were also mindful of certain parameters. One, that the GDP of our bank is slightly higher than the GDP national average. Our people are not necessarily driven by white-collar jobs. Therefore, if you provide necessary inputs, electricity, good roads, security, you can be sure that the average Abia can fend for himself. So it was on this understanding that we laid out our agenda to pursue development through the 5 pillars: agriculture, trade and commerce, which is also related to small and medium scale enterprises, education, and then oil and gas. If you notice, usually look at education as an enabler, not as a pillar. But for us, it's also a pillar as well as an enabler, because the greatest asset we have in Nigeria is our people. So we must fashion out the kind of education we want to work in sync with our developmental strategy. That is why education for us is technical education. Our interest is to create people that can use their hands, which is in consonance with the things that people can do better than other people. So leading a state in time of recession calls for prioritization of whatever thing anybody wants to do. If you want to do roads, you prioritize them, because you never find money to do all the kind of roads you want to do. So why are you choosing A over B? Then you must be able to find parameters to help you decide your pillars and how to drive them, draw a pathway. So in agriculture, why are we interested in agriculture? And then, are we going into agriculture to do everything? Or can we narrow what we will do to 3 or 4 or 5 things which we have coverage about over other things? So these were some of the science-based findings that led us into the pillars and the strategies to move them forward. Then in terms of challenges, yes, our greatest challenge has been that we would have loved to do much more than what we have done now. And we are humble enough to admit that we've not done everything. But we are also excited to say that we are not where we were yesterday. We've moved from point A to point B. But the greatest challenge is belief. Buy-in on it. It's not only in our state, in Nigeria at all. That is why when people talk about the structure, I think about the bigger picture in terms of the structure. The structure has to start in the United States. Nigerians don't live in this country. So this country belongs to nobody else. So I don't want an Abia that belongs to nobody. I want an Abia that can be owned by other people.
They have a sense of belonging.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you think that when some people say that you are not doing enough, do you think they affect you and your life?
No. But many people who speak are ignorant. And again, they are lazy to learn. Or they are on their high horse. Those are the 3 classes of them. They are on their high horse. Because some people think that they have exclusive rights to knowledge. It's either they do it. Imagine a fellow politician saying that this state worked so hard to come into the good books of World Bank. We have to invite World Bank to come. We do our JIC, our corporate governance structure, look at our bookkeeping, and then look at our relationship with fellow agencies and things. And we are in a position where they think we are qualified for some long-term loans and all that. And states are either going to the bond market or the stock market for bond, or of course looking at the donor agencies to help. But the politician will say, no, don't release the money now. Release it when I come. Because I am the person who knows how to spend it. So that is the height of self-interest. And they mandate advertising. But there are a few things which speak for us. And that is my job. One is that, can anybody show me what other state within the economic bracket of Abia that has kept 3 grade A contractors working since the past 30 months? Does it not tell a story about the mindset of the government? Despite the fact that our resources are needed, despite the fact that we're passing through recession, yet we had the courage to keep Citraco in Aba, Arab contractors in Nova, and Chinese road that is still flying in Aba. Can anybody deny the fact that that flyover is the first ever in Abia State? There's no flyover for it. Can anybody deny the fact that in continuing a 34-kilometer road with my predecessor and now launching a bridge on that road, that we can effectively put a light on the fact that there is no short route to Tarocho? Because today it will take you 4 hours to go to Tarocho, but this administration has ensured that in 1 hour 30 minutes you can go to Tarocho. These are visible and tangible achievements that nobody can deny.
I'd like to key into the road infrastructure that you're talking about. I was in Aba, and I don't live here, but if you pass through Aba, I mean, a lot of us come to Aba for one thing or the other, you can't forget the road they call Fox Road. And today I saw some work going on there. But what interested me more was the drainage system that I saw. Are you isolating that kind of intervention? Are you leaving it only in Aba or on Fox Road? Is it going to address the flooding challenges of Aba and other neighboring communities?
Thank you very much. This administration is running on a well thought out and laid down science-based strategy. And that is what led to our decision to ensure, it's a policy as well, that roads in Aba and most roads in Abia going forward must come with end-to-end drainage. I speak to some issues that has some bad spots or bad roads that have defeated so many interventions in the past. In the past 16 years, that's a short bypass of the express called Okezie Ikpeazu. This Okezie Ikpeazu had never survived one crisis. Because each time it is done, because there is no drainage, and the problem was where do you take the water runoff from that road to? So when we came on that road, what we did was first of all to go look for a place where the water will make a landfall. And we found somewhere 400 meters away, 0.4 kilometers away from the road. So we decided to first of all do the drainage, 0.4 kilometers, to come and harvest the water that is running off the road we are doing that. Now, for the first time in 16 years, Omini have survived 2 seasons without a bottle, and it's still going strong. And our expectation is that that road will outlive the lifespan of this administration. On Fox Road, we had a spot called Ifoga or Ukumango. Here again, for 16 years, that spot called Ukumango defeated all solutions. Year in, year out, interventions will come, and then by the next year it will go. That is why when we talk about Fox Road, I tend to spend more time talking about the rigor and industry we have deployed beneath the soil, more than what you can see. If we were minded to just do asphalt on the road and then go to another, I would have left Fox Road God has exposed it. But we needed to do underground channeling 6.5 kilometers to the river. And then to ensure that water is pumped to the river from Ifobra, which is the intending person. Aba is at the top of Abia, but within Aba, one of the lowest points is that Ifobra. So flood, stormwater runoffs, all of them end up, even from Port Harcourt Road, from Aroma Road, end up in Ifobra. The entire area of community. But people built up this Ifobra. And Ifobra became lost capacity to contain stormwater. And then whenever there was an overflow, people would run away from their houses. We counted over 70 houses that were abandoned. Some were 3-story buildings and people were living at the third floor as if it was first floor. Using a ladder to climb straight to the third floor. The first and second floor submerged. So we had to get a track on that job. Working hand in hand with World Bank plan. And even insisted within Citraco that they give us a site engineer from Netherlands who are about the best in underground water. And today we have piped, channeled 6.5 kilometers, and we brought in 3 pumps from Germany, 1 submersible that we have fitted and mounted in that pond, and then 2 other intermittent pumps along the course of 6.5 kilometers to pump overflow to water side. So for me, it's not about political experience because I can't do get political mileage by me because these are facts we can only talk about when we see at the late. The trader in the area just wants the black substance of the road. Let that happen. He will be there for a while and then the rain will come and then he will start riding. But we have to do all that because the quality of job you deliver today speaks to the psyche of your investor. If you come to Abaro, you know why I not Abana. Where Arab contractors is intervening. You will see an end-to-end drainage and an entirely different strategy to combat the wetland that has defied all remedies, even from the time of the military. People try to do it with cement in the labor. They try to do it with all kinds of things. But anybody who goes near that construction site, he puts his chest and no. For some people, I had a critic say, oh, you're spending too much time on Abba. And my response was, well, I know you are used to buy, just put something on the surface, let it be a black substance and you walk away, win your election only for people to cry after, and you take all the money. I would rather give people something that can satisfy my conscience that I have done a good job, and that's what I'm doing. So if it takes 1 year, if it takes 2 years, so be it. But let the people know that once I get off the road, nobody comes to that road to do anything between that next 10 years. Finally, today is a policy that we require you do drainage, end to end, you see where that water will run up to. You do it properly before you can take up the transfer.
Let's deal with roads. Outside Abba and Roma, I really have much as you're doing in Abba and Roma. Yes, I'm talking about roads.
Yes. We have a project of 10 kilometers per of rural.
How much of it has been delivered?
Well, we'll be ready to commission 6 of roads in the next 2 months.
10 kilometers?
Yes.
Every local government?
Every local government. We are doing everybody. We are doing, as I speak, 5 kilometers internal roads in Ohafia, because Ohafia is considered the third city in Abia. We have and Ohafia. And then, but the remarkable thing is that most of the roads we are doing in Abia North, I have actually longer roads. The bend the the bridge is easily more than 20 kilometers. But if you do some 5 kilometer interventions in Aba, you will do so many. We are doing the road to Boro by another grade A contractor called Plenty, which everybody knows. We are doing the road to Ba. And we are doing roads in Umundochi as well as Isubata. So all parts of Abia are involved in what we are doing. But we don't need to apologize to anybody that we are laying emphasis in Aba. Because Aba is a cash cow as it were. If you want to speak to an idea going forward, you must retool Aba. Aba is beyond Abia. Aba is at the confluence of the entire Southeast and South. And 25 million people come around Aba to do business. So we can't abandon Aba for politics or anything.
Okay. Anyone that has followed your activities in the last several months will discover that Aba is, that you're passionate about Aba. You've done a lot of trade fairs, even within and outside Abia, to bring attention to Aba. How far have you succeeded?
One could say, why didn't you give money to the traders or to the shoemakers or whatever? Once again, that is the responsibility of our industry. So we said, at what point on this pathway, along this journey, along this route, do we intervene for the greatest impact? And we decided to do promotion of making our values. Once again, because I'm saying this everywhere, the story about Made in Aba is not about the geography, it's not about that's it. That is our effort to recognize the ingenuity of the average Nigerian youth, that we have capacity and capability to create things with our hands. And we are now like parents who wake up in the morning to condemn a small greeting card that our 2-year-old son has scribbled on paper. It may not look perfect, it may not look like what you buy in the shop. But common sense and wisdom underscores the fact that you need to pat that child on the back and say, well done, son, you will do better tomorrow. And this is the basis for our Medina. We knew and we saw that if we run a robust campaign about Medina, of course, not just patronizing them because it's from Abia, patronizing them because it has good quality, patronizing them because they are unique and they are uncommon. There are things you can't find everywhere. So we decided to intervene at that point so that as we do that, other things will begin to follow. We have done that consistently for 30 months now. And today, Aba traders, Aba shoemakers have competed side by side with the best in a fashion show in New York. What you get directly from that is that today, if you ask me my first achievement, I'll say that if you go to Area today, all the shoes, all the shirts, all the dresses have inscription, proudly Abia, proudly Aba, proudly Nigeria. So I have restored the confidence of those people who used to yesterday stamp made in China. It is not an easy thing to do. The other one is that which we were looking for, power and electricity, we have drawn the attention of the federal government to the plight of the Aba manufacturing. That we have areas in our area today that are enjoying uninterrupted power supply for the past 6 weeks, courtesy of the federal agency in charge of rural power production. If we did not do that campaign, we wouldn't have attracted that attention. The vice president of this country has visited Aba twice. And you remember the executive orders that says, before you patronize China, India, or elsewhere, please try and see if Aba people could do it.
Let's look at agriculture, which you talked a little bit about when we started. You run a research-based administration. How do you want to tackle the challenges posed by agriculture in the state, or how are you tackling it?
Okay, a good place to start is to also inform you that baseline research indicates that we have the most fertile soil in the world, but we don't have enough land. Abia is one state where everything can grow. If you throw away a mango seed from the window, you can be sure that you get a mango tree. Now, the only way to go is to deploy science and technology, because we must think about vertical farming, greenhouse, and other things. And then we carefully choose the crops we are going to run first: cassava, oil palm, cocoa, cashew, some rice. Because we cannot claim that we will do everything and be able to give attention to all kinds of things. But there are certain programs that are unique to us. If you go to oil palm, our strategy is to ensure first that we cover up all the acreage already acquired by one of our past leaders in Malabar. He had so many farm settlements. He had one at Boro, the other one at Ohambeme, some at Obosi, and one at Owanda. Unfortunately, we will not be able to cover the entire land area acquired as at that time. So we are saying a good place to start is to start from the low before you move to the other. Now that we have acquired this acreage of land, let us cultivate them to full capacity. In order to cultivate them, you need not to use the wild type, but this exotic species called tenara. And then buying tenara from NIFO or sourcing it from elsewhere would have provided a limited step to our agenda. So we decided to proliferate the tenara species. We targeted 7 million in 4 years. And as I speak, I'm sure that we have well over 2 million or 2.5 million in our nurseries across Abia. So, first, we have achieved the raw material for proliferation of oil palm in Abia. We know that by the time we cultivate the acreage already acquired, we will even also begin to have problem of where to place the excess oil palm seedlings, assuming we are able to reach our target of 7 million. And we decided to come up with another device that today, if you want flower, let the flower be boundary. Of course, these are not going to be very tall trees. They are going to be short trees you can harvest, snap them on your feet. And they are beautiful, all lush green, if you have them in your premises. In fact, common sense indicates today that as the world population is increasing and the land area is constricted, our flowers should become cash crops, so that you don't waste your time planting trees that will not yield anything. So our road divides, our caps, all are going to be done with oil palm tree. But in addition to that, we have a program to replace all the old wild type trees with exotic trees, stand for stand. Again, we have worked out the economics of oil palm business. If you have 3 plots of land fully cultivated with the tenara species, you can be sure of an income, annual income of between 4 and 5 million naira. And if you have an annual income of between 4 and 5 million, if you divide that times 48 or times 12, you'll be able to know how much you earn in a month, which we think is higher than the salary of the average particular point. This is our way of luring our But again, how do you value chain? Because I have told federal government to give us licenses through the Abia Investment Company to begin to prospect and use our marginal oil fields in Abia. That is our agenda in oil and gas. Now, if that is given, I will not sell Abia crude oil. If you come to buy crude oil from Abia, I'll ask you what you are going to do with it. Do it here. After all, there is something they call this converse advantage according to nearness to raw material. Since there is raw material, we are building the factory here. Why ship the thing and then, So I will do that. So what we are saying is that we must value chain, just like we could value chain crude oil. And we have mapped out an agri-industrial area around the park, where all kinds of agri-businesses, all kinds of oil mill, all kinds of cassava processing machinery to give us starch, the machinery to use the starch produced from cassava for noodles. It's a technology we are getting from Argentina. So we have all this talk. And so cashew, we are doing it with the private sector person. And his mandate is to proliferate cashew in order to do this. This year, we cultivated enough rice to feed government, because we were buying so much from government coffers to give to people as part of Christmas. Though we also bought from elsewhere. But if we had wanted to source all our rice from Abia, we would have easily gotten it. Today we have 2 functioning rice mills, and we are going to make sure that our farmers won't get party to another state for this. So for us in agriculture, we are doing the regular things, but there are things that are unique to us. Mushroom farming gives you between 50, 60 or 70,000 every day for cultivating mushroom in half plot of land. Everyone is now doing mushroom farming because they saw it first in that state. The concept of poultry village is also unique to Abia, and the federal government is copying it presently, where all the variables about poultry farming, feeds, processing, veterinary services, all of them will be held constant by government in a cluster. So all the potential poultry farmer, the young youth that wants to come into poultry farming, will do is to just come and identify the pen. But the chicken, he will take care and block hours and do things there. If you don't say, we will continue to feed the chicken. We will do the vaccinations at the appropriate time, just to ensure that we don't throw away the baby at the back. Whenever he resurfaces, we will now do the math on the board and say, these inputs we have done, this is the output from the cell, and then you can take your change. If you want to do a kind of business, which I pray nobody does. So these are some of the things that I need to us in terms of intervention.
Your Excellency, your state was one of those identified by the Nigerian Labour Congress as not up to date with salaries and wages and pensions. And we've had people complain about not getting their salaries as and when due. What exactly are the challenges, and what are you doing to ensure that this kind of complaints don't come every month?
We have MDAs, regular ministries. We also have some government parastatals and agencies that generate revenue. But the background to it all is that when I came, the salary when bill was around 2.6, 2.7 billion. And I remember I received allocation of 1.6, 1.7 billion at some point. So when you have an allocation of 1.5 billion, you are chasing the would be of see why. We had option of right sizing, which is to sack workers, or the other one that looks like it, paying workers a certain percentage of their salary, which I think is not right. But present-day wisdom probably is trying to prove me wrong in that instance. That it probably the workers would have preferred a certain percentage of their salary. But the one we did was to ask workers to bring BVN. And by checking the BVN of every worker, or some workers, we were able to drive down the wage from about 2.6 to 2.1 or 2 billion. Something like that. And then, even at that, it was still higher than what we were getting at that time. Another important fact is that among all the states in the Southeast, Abia pays more than Lebanon, more than Anambra, more than Imo, more than every month.
In terms of salary?
Yes. And even in terms of some workers, my permanent secretaries earn about twice what some permanent secretaries earn elsewhere. I like it. I don't mind. But the problem is that if you want omelette, you have to crack egg. And money is not born by trees. There are only 4 sources of revenue for every government. It's either you get your allocation, or you generate it internally, or you borrow, or you have donor agencies assisting you. Borrowing and donor agency inflows cannot be targeted at salary. So it is either you generate internally, or you depend on government allocation for salary. Therefore, we've been trying to shore up our IG, and sometimes we manage to get up to 1 billion. But that wasn't also sufficient to bear the cost of salary. Lagos State generates about 30 billion. And some people will sit on top in the comfort of their and say, why are you not generating like Lagos? Or why are you not generating 9 billion every month like Rivers? And you ask yourself, how many, since Abia is an oil producing state, you spent 2 days or 3 in our space here. Have you seen one signboard written by Shell? Shell Company Limited, this is our head office. Shell is not here, Chevron is not here, but they like our oil. And that is part of our battle, which I have taken to the locations where they are doing business in the West. So, long story short, our inflows are not strong enough to bear the weight of salary with billion. However, there is no governor that loves his workers more than myself, and I have evidence to prove that. The evidence is that the last party club we received, I had courage to give my workers 100% of the money. We received 5.7 billion, and I gave them 5.7 billion. So he who gives you 100% of what he owes has demonstrated to you that he loves you. It is not lip service, it is not propaganda, it's not another person sitting here will not be willing to give 100% of what he has to workers. But that I did. As a show of my covenant and my relationship with them, that every month we go to market, whatever God lays in my hand, I present to you, despite the fact that you guys are less than 5% of the population of the state.
Well,
and I also have to put my name behind some projects.
But you can't continue this way.
Yes.
The Paris Club money won't come all the time.
Exactly.
So what was I going to do?
The thing to do is to show up with generated revenue. Here again, it comes back to the workers. Because all the revenue yielding agencies, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Commerce, and all those, must learn that if you eat your egg, you can't have a chicken. And that is why in 2018 we are coming with an entirely new revenue management regimen, which will be driven by private sector initiative. And my plea is that every worker key into that initiative. Because if all the directors, all the people who issue licenses and approvals to agents, even when government says don't issue, you go ahead and issue. Government says don't appoint this agent, you appoint. And you say, give me, pay in this amount of money to government coffers, bring a bigger chunk to somewhere. As you do that, you will not have a chicken, you are eating the egg. So it involves the commitment of everybody. If our revenue, our new revenue agenda kicks off in 2018, we expect that by the end of 2018 we should be closing enough money to pay. So if I can pay salary by through the no worker will be owed. No worker will be owed. I only started instance with the curriculum that he who can give 100% of curriculum can give 100% of IGR. So there are certain reforms we insist you do before we can know where. So they have started the process of retooling their management first by closing their accounts and all that. So it is a process. It is not a destination. Before now, pensioners were going cap in hand, begging some treasurers to pay them their pension. But today our reform had gone into pension payment so that the man that is enjoying his vacation in his son's house in Lagos receives a lot that his pension is paid. So we are doing automation, we are bringing SaaS technology to bear, we are doing fingerprinting for workers. At the end of the day, we will chase down ghost workers. Remember, we saved over 400-500 million by asking for BVA. So the process of pushing down our wage bill every month to a realistic wage bill is ongoing. While we are reforming our IGR to grow in such a way that a balance of the two efforts, downward trend here, upward trend here, will get us to a point where we can, in the next few months, be able to pay our salary without even having to rely on that. On the scale of states that are paying salary in Nigeria, you can't count 5 states, you can't count 6 states without much. You can't count.
But, Your Excellency, I wish we had more time. But your last word, and what would be the message? Not just because Abia has become an international state, especially with your continuous gospel about patronage for our bank and products. So what's your message to the world, and what's your message to the people of Abia State?
Well, I first of all to Abia people, yes, we are not where we are supposed to be yet, but we are certainly moving forward, and we require the support and assistance of every Abian and all those who love Abia, especially those who do business in Abia, to help us drive our vision. There's a new city, the Enigma Industrial City, which is the prime destination for manufacturing of all kinds of things in Nigeria, the best of its kind. 30 minutes from 2 airports, 30 minutes from 2 seaports, the railway from Abia to Kano, and the gas beneath the soil for energy and power, and warm people, people with capacity to do things available as a workforce. We recommend that our people begin to look inwards, especially people from this part of Nigeria should take advantage of what we have provided to use Abia State as a launching pad. Because Abia will be the first state in Nigeria to enjoy uninterrupted power supply by the special grace of God, because of geometries and what we are doing with gas power here. Beyond that, I also want to, like I'm going to focus on some of the things we are doing and take opportunities to invest. We are building an artificial insemination center, which we want to domicile with the university, because it's a research-based initiative where they will raise the crossbreed of the Angus bull and our native cow as a source of protein, source of rice and skin, and also probably cut off this very disheartening clash between herdsmen and farmers all the time. Our initiative is to produce our own kind of cow, and we have gone to Argentina, and the scientists are going to be in Abia very soon for the safety project to make sure that we flag off the illness. We are doing things in health, we are doing things in education, we are continuing to do things in our infrastructure, and we are the top safest state in Nigeria. So there's every reason for Abia to be a prime destination in the days ahead. And I want to seize this opportunity to thank Vin Martin for finding time to say things for himself. I hope and pray that God helping us, we will arrive at destination soon.
Thank you, Your Excellency. It's been my pleasure speaking with you. That was our interview with the Governor of Abia State, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. For the full edition of that interview, go to our online portal, signaturetv.com.ng. As I told you at the beginning of this program, on the 23rd of December 2017, the Honorable Member representing Udenu Igboeze North Federal Constituency, Honorable Dennis Abo, held a Thanksgiving service to mark his 2 years of service as the member representing that federal constituency. At that occasion, there was so much. He empowered a lot of people of his constituency. He commissioned a lot of projects, and the people were very, very excited. Let's now bring you details of that event.
The member representing Udenu Igboeze North Federal Constituency of Enugu State in the House of Representatives, Honorable Dennis Abo, has provided electricity to 2 communities in his constituency, in addition to other projects and empowerments. Honorable Abo, while commissioning the rural electrification project at a Thanksgiving service, commissioning of projects and distribution of empowerment tools to mark his 2 years in office, said that the project was an achievement that would open up opportunities for the constituents.
This is conceived to give to our people the ability to now engage in cottage industries, to engage in rural manufacturing, to engage in different forms of enterprise that require electricity. They can now do their welding jobs. They can now conduct barbing salons. They can now establish hairdressing salons. They can now establish business centers. They will have light for their households, and crime will be greatly reduced.
Honorable Abo, who used the occasion to give scholarship to 8 indigenous students, also commissioned 5 classroom blocks for Agu Ibeje Secondary School, 500 students capacity examination hall with offices for Community Secondary School, UDA. He also distributed sewing and grinding machines, tricycles and motorcycles, as well as empowerment of those trained on poultry and cassava value chain. The event, which was climaxed with a Thanksgiving service, was officiated by the Anglican Bishop of Nsukka Diocese, Right Reverend Aloysius Abo, who spoke on the virtues of service and leadership.
Thank God that this event is starting with an appreciation to God in recognition of the place or role God Himself has played both in the life of our brother and especially in his emergence as our representative at the National Assembly.
a banker turned politician, used the opportunity to appreciate the constituents for their understanding and support.
I congratulate them as much as we congratulate ourselves. I thank them for their understanding. I thank them for yielding to the situation when the time came.
He's using this opportunity to distribute what he has bought for his constituency, which is Okezie Ikpeazu constituency.
Honorable Dennis has followed suit with what really happened, what used to happen when our amiable governor, Right Honorable President was representing the same constituency.
As a beneficiary, I want to show through this medium my appreciation for the gesture, and I want to pray for him that in his where he is in the National Assembly, what he has done for us today, may God and the government is serving extend the same gesture to him.
You can also watch this particular edition of this program, The Signature Show, on our online TV, signaturetv.com.ng. I am Vin Martin Obiora Ilo. Thanks for watching, and don't ever forget that this is your program and that I'll be here again, same time, next week. Bye for now.